you videotaping? Okay, so this is a Pequea Mid Cap rake. This is basically Mid Cap. Mid Cap stands for mid capacity or medium capacity rake. It's a little too light for my application, and I'm not going to be shy about this. Honestly, this rake does not suit my needs the way that I think that it should. So I'm not using it a lot, but we're going to be doing second cut hay, which is somewhere in that 1.5 ton range, and it will work quite well for that. I've used it already in second cut hay. Was very pleased with the way the field was clean. I mean, very clean. But what I'm going to demonstrate today is how to adjust the windrow width of the rake. As you've seen me fiddling with this thing already, there's turnbuckles on either side. Alright, so you take the turnbuckle.
That's the turnbuckle? This
is a turnbuckle, and what this does is it allows the back 2 wheels on the rake to be either widened out or narrowed up. So because I'm going to be running the New Holland 570 small square baler, I want this to be as tight as I can get it in here, because the pickup on a 570 is 18 inches shorter than it is on a 575, and I really need it to be pretty tight so that I'm not dribbling out the sides. So there's a couple of things I'll show you on this that will get it where I need it to be good for the baler. For the big square baler, you want it to be a lot wider, because the big square baler, you need to swerve a lot. And here comes the operator of this rig for today. So, what I have done is I have made this about as straight as I can with the, I think I'm already as narrow as I can get. Right, so there's 3 adjustments here to widen the front of the rake, and then of course you've got the turnbuckle. I'm already in the narrowest possible slot that I can get. Alright, so it's just basically a hitch pin there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and this one here is
the same thing with the other one.
Yeah, it's all the same. They're both the same. Everything's symmetrical on this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave this one loose, and I'm going to tighten or loosen this one up also, so that they're both identical. And when we get to the field, we'll be able to tell how it's going to be. You can see just a couple of quick turns on this thing, and it's just about where you want it. And this is usually something you're going to want to do before you go to the field. Because once you get to the field, you may not have a wrench or whatever. So I still think that's too wide.
That's still wide.
I really do.
Yeah, a little bit too wide.
Yeah.
Give it about 3 inches on each side.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what we'll do.
Where's the clip pin for this thing?
I haven't gotten you one yet, but I'll give you one. So I want it.
Wait a minute, that's good from that side. Back it off one. Good, right there.
Yeah.
Fine tune. What we got flying around?
What do we got flying around?
Little planes.
Huh?
Little planes.
Oh yeah. Donald Trump's gone.
Donald Trump isn't up at Bedminster.
Donald Trump is gone. So there's a wide range of distances you can go with this thing. And
yeah, give it a little more on that side.
well, yeah, I know. I want to get it quite
good, right there.
Even.
I like that. I'm happy.
Yeah, because what's going to happen is these things actually raise the hay up off the ground, and then it collides into one another, and then actually settles down. I'm disengaging 2 of your front ones, so that we're not. I might even do 2 on each. 2. I don't want too big a windrow, because I got to have it dry out. So I think if I take 4 of them out of the way, and I'll show how to do
How do you do that?
I'm going to show you. As soon as I'm done here.
I'll show you.
Excellent, right?
I'll show you.
I show you. Let me show you its features. Right? The Slingshot channel, right? We got to give him props too. He quit his job to go full time. Did you know that? Full-time YouTuber. So anyway, what you do is you pull that sucker out there.
Where? Where do you
Voila.
pull? I didn't see
well,
it.
I'm going to give you another opportunity to catch that. Ready? All right, so you got the little clippy here?
Oh,
Come in here. It is awkward. Pull that out.
okay.
And you move it to the top section.
Reminding me of Sheldon and Amy.
Who?
Sheldon and Amy.
Sheldon. I don't know who Sheldon and Amy are.
So that's all how you engage it? You just take off the
those
little
are
pin?
actually- we're going to go to the field and we'll watch him rake a little bit.
Sheldon, you don't know Sheldon and Amy?
No. Yeah, who is that?
She's from the
Hi,
Philippines,
Pookie.
Dad. She isn't going to know.
I won't be able to fit there.
You're not. You're going to have to take the long way around.
Ah, I got it. I'll go over here. Short enough.
Okay.
So this, you gotta take this out here.
Well, watch. Ready? We'll do it one more time.
All right.
The little pin here, you pick this up, pull that out. That drops the springs out of the way, and then you move it to the top.
Oh, well, that's easy enough.
And yeah, it's very simple. So now, when he drops this to the ground, he's only going to have 8 wheels on the ground. And if you got too many, even then, you can go right on down the line. But the hay is pretty heavy, and I want it to be thin in the field so that it dries out. So go ahead and fold it up, Dad, and I'm going to get the pin for you. You can kill that, Teresa, and we'll meet you back at the field. Correct? To the field? Yeah, take her right to the big field. I'll be right there behind you. Perfect windrow. What do you think? You see how the 2 wheels on each side are disengaged? That is making a really nice windrow, which would be perfect for the little baler. Hay. Want to go for a roll in the hay? I'd love to roll you in the hay. You're like a bumblebee in the hay. You're going to sting my ass, ain't you? Okay, so as you can see, the windrows are nice and tight together. Perfect for the little baler. If you get too big a windrow for the little baler, it'll dribble off to the side, and then you're going to be missing hay, and it's just not a good situation to be in with the little baler. Now that rake, you can either put all. If I was going to be doing this with a large square baler, I'd have all 12 wheels on the ground, making this windrow nice and big so that I can, fill the baler and go faster. But the little baler, sometimes slow is better. Now this hay is not ready to bale yet. And I'm going to show you a little bit on how to test your hay to see if it's ready. Now, it can look good, right? And you can go buy electronic equipment to test this hay. But a quick gauge is if you do this. All right. I did that about 5 or 6 times, and I still have a rope of hay here. All right. This is too wet. If I was to get a handful of very dry hay, which I think I may have right here, that's that. All it would take is 3 twists, and it'll come apart like that. So if you do 3 twists and you got 2 halves of hay in there, you're ready to bale. But if you reach to say the middle of the pile there, and you're going like this, you're going like this, you're going like this, it's a rope. This is going to be too damp. You don't want to bale it. Or you just go buy the electronic gizmo that you get from, say, Tractor Supply Company, or even John Deere, or Delmhurst makes a really good one. It's going to cost you about $400 for that little unit. It could make you $400 in a matter of 1 20-acre field, if you're not going to, over spoilage. Now take a look at this thing as he's coming past, and you can see that rake is really working that 200 horsepower tractor. I mean, that is, well, it's actually 175 horsepower, but he's working it hard, isn't he? Oh my God. So now he made a clump. That clump is not going to dry out no matter what I do. So this Pequea Mid Cap rake, this is the application it was designed to do. It's rather versatile to do second cut, alfalfa, any of the lighter hay crops. Once you get over 2.5 tons, 2 1/4, 2.5 tons, you need to step up to the bigger rake. That rake is just, it's a puller type instead of a pusher type. What I mean by that is with the high capacity rakes, the mounting is on the back side, the hubs are on the back side of the wheel. So it's pushing in and there's no obstructions. The hay can come and can flow up through the whole face of the rake and make it out the back. With this one, if you get in that 2.5 ton range, you're really going to be having some trouble. You're going to either have to disengage a couple of wheels so that you're not plugging it up. That's the whole thing with this rake, and I haven't really shown too much of it doing that, but yeah, because I know when I'm doing second cut, which I have done a fair bit of it this year, I've always hooked up to the Pequea Mid Cap rake, and it's done a phenomenal job. Another reason I'm cutting the windrow size down is because this is still damp. The ground is very damp. I need less in a windrow so that the sun can dry it out faster, so I can get this job on the, get this hay in the wagon, which my wagon is there, one of them, and we're getting ready to go. Yes, it's a rusty mess, as Miss Teresa has pointed out, and I think she just got herself a job. I'm going to get her some paint. These are the things you got to do to get it set up properly.
How is it?